Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, the Wizards finally did it. We now have Pioneer in Arena. For whatever reason, now they no longer call it Explorer, it's called Pioneer. So I'm gonna have to rename this series to Friday Night Pioneer. Now, this is the first episode of Friday Night Pioneer, and we got a good, juicy mono black demons deck that I really wanted to try out. Now, with Unholy Annex, a lot of people have figured out in Pioneer that you can actually combo that with Blade of the Oni, which is a demon. And so we get turn 2 Blade, turn 3 Annex, and we get a lot of life gain, card advantage, and just blow out our opponent that way. But not only that, we can actually reconfigure or equip Blade of the Oni onto any of our creatures and turn those creatures into a demon as well. So we can attach that to like a Gifted Aetherborn. Now we got a 5/5 Death Touch Lifelink Menace Demon that gained us life on a Oni Annex. That's sick. And even if our opponent somehow gets rid of the Aetherborn, we get the Blade of the Oni back, and we still get that life drain going with the Annex. So that's the whole idea of the consistency in this deck. The rest of the deck, obviously, Mono Black has a lot of good cards in the package. We got Duress and Thoughtseize to make sure that we can fight whatever opponent we face against and prepare for their cards. We got Invoke Despair just to kill enchantments, planeswalkers, and make sure that we are always up on the card advantage. We got Liliana to always threaten the ultimate while making our opponent discard, and we get a lot of cards to discard ourselves because we have Unholy Annex triggers. And then we got Shieldred, which also counteract the Unholy Annex card draws every turn because, well, we draw a card, we lose 2 life, and then we gain 2 life. So even though we're not going up on life, it's good enough just to get that card advantage anyways. So this is a whole mono black deck. I think it's incredibly strong in the Pioneer metagame, especially in best of 1 where you gotta fight against control decks and aggro decks and combo decks all in one package. I also added in a tech of Damping Sphere. Now originally the idea of Damping Sphere is to stop mono green Devotion, because if they try to green Devotion, they get colorless mana and they can play multiple spells in a turn. That was the idea, but this card also is absolutely insane against the current version of a lot of aggro decks that try to spell sling, try to steal cutter, Corey Steel Cutter, and all that shenanigans. Guess what? Every spell you play, make your other spell cost more, and you're not going to be able to fast sling spells in your early game because, you know, that costs too much. So it's a Storm Stopper idea. And now let's talk about the whole deck list. So in the early game, we got 9 turn 1 or 1 mana interaction plays. We got 1 Duress, 4 Thoughtseize to get into our opponent's hand, and 4 Fatal Push to, well, push our opponent. Fatal Push is an insane card. And then turn 2, we have, I cut the go for the throats for nowhere to run. Because, well, you know, big creatures, we're going to go higher, we're going to go taller, that should be fine. Small creatures, we want to know where to run. And more importantly, there is this annoying hexproof deck going around in Pioneer. That's the Orzhov? No, it is the Selesnya. And yeah, Nowhere to Run definitely shuts that down. I almost want to see your hexproof shenanigans. Get that out of here. So we got 2 Nowhere to Run, 2 Damping Spheres, 2 Blade of the Oni, as I already talked about, and then 4 Gifted Aetherborn. Gifted Aetherborn is also an insane good card against mono red because it's a 2 mana, 2/3 Death Touch Lifelinker. You got a big creature, we block it, we kill it, and we gain a life. That's very good against red, right? So yeah, that's why there's 4 of this in the deck. Now normally it's pretty hard to play Gifted Aetherborn because it's got 2 black pips, but in a mono black deck we got no issue. Going to turn 3, we got 4 Graveyard Trespassers. You got an Omniscience deck, or you got whatever graveyard shenanigans. This is the card that's supposed to take out all the graveyards. And then we also have 2 Liliana to make our opponent discard or threaten the ultimate. This is definitely a deck that we can threaten ultimates with because we can kill a lot of their creatures. And we also have 2 Murderous Riders. This is our go for the throw replacement, because with nowhere to run out, we can now target anything we want with the Swift End and still have the Adventure side and the Murderous Rider to play it and get a 2/3 life linking blocker. So normally we're not going to play the life linking blockers, but as a last resort, it's still not too bad, especially with the potential Blade of the Oni. This could be a 5/5 death, well, not Death Touch, I think it's Menace, 5/5 Menace, life linking demon. That's very good. And having creatures on board is very important for Annex, or for Blade of the Oni to gain life with the Annex. Then 4 mana, we got 2 Shieldred. 5 mana, we got 2 Invoke Despairs, and then Unholy Annex, obviously another 3 mana card. You need 4 off in your deck. When it comes to lands though, 25 lands total, because we are a little bit slower off a deck. Well, not slower, but we need to curve into a higher mana value cards. We got Invoke Despairs anyways, right? So that's why we have 3 Castle Locthwain, 15 Swamps, 2 Field of Ruin, 4 Mutavault, and 1 Urborg. Urborg is also very important in this deck, namely in that it turns all these into swamps, so we can cast our Gifted Aetherborn without much issue. That's kind of the idea of this mono black deck. It's the mono black demons, not mono black devotions. We got no devotions. We're just gonna make our opponent face our demonic prowess. That's the idea of the deck. Now let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is Daniel Oliver. We got Lens for days, Mutavault, Damping Sphere, really nothing to start this game off with. And our opponent goes first. I don't have that many Damping Spheres. I don't also think they're green. Well, they're the same lands. I'll try it. We will try it. Not green. Red. Which probably is also bad. I mean, Damping Sphere definitely helps fight red. Okay, well, I put away the land. Am I gonna regret putting away the land? Screaming Nemesis. It's not bad. Right, 2 or less. Beautiful. Just kill a swamp. And I think I need to kill it. I think 2 damage. I need to kill it before you can deal damage to it. But I won't be able to ever kill it. Even in Pioneer. Just get to the one goes first. Cool. Yeah, I mean, like 2-for-1 removal. That's not gonna cut it. Well, it's got a lot of lands. Am I just gonna die? I think I just played out the Rider. Gotta push. Push him. Our hard challenger. Very easy for our opponent to draw all the right cards at all the right time. I mean, it's already triggered. Nemesis. How do they still get to play it? Oh, they just didn't have a combat. What was the point of that? Just gave up on their combat phase? Okay. Guess we Shelly here. I have no point in holding up a fatal push. How do we fight the Screaming Nemesis? There's lots of damage are coming into us. Double strike, trample, 1 mouse. I have to take it. 3? Okay, you got it. That was weird. Now he can't block. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, that's a lot of double strike tramples. I can make him sack 1 creature? I don't know if that's worth it. Then I draw 2 cards. Yeah, I don't know if that's worth it. I think I'm gonna go with the Rider. That will give me the life. I'll take the life game. Freaking red decks. Am I right? Oh, maybe I get my Gifted Aetherborn? I don't know. Unholy Annex. Something. Freaking red decks. Seriously. Are you gonna rock face? You're gonna give a super trampling, double striking. Oh, they're gonna damage. That pushed it. That pushed it down. I'm not gonna push the Nemesis anyways. Not with what I have. Everybody's coming in? One of the manifold mouse. Down to 7. I draw a card, take 3 damage, and I gain 2 life. I need this card drawn. How useful is this card drawn? Yes. Our opponent doesn't have any cards. Me getting an extra card here isn't going to help me. Let's go to combat first. Attack with the rider, gain some life. I can also equip, but I don't have to do that, so go sack some stuff. Attack creature, probably the token, I would assume. Oh, okay. Dude, you have a red. Didn't have any pioneer cards. I don't think so. Okay, our opponent is Nopi, the Mighty. We got a very fast Q in Pioneer, which never happens. So, well, and we get to go first, which never happens. And we get an Unholy Annex, which I think sometimes happens, but I'm still happy about it. How you doing? Let me see what you're playing. And then we can decide from there how we're gonna move forward. Probably try to protect the Unholy Annex, right? Yeah, that's the plan anyways. Ooh, Aether Flux Reservoir? Whoa, what am I playing against? Sack a Goblin to draw a card. Crash through. First strike. They can have their Aether Flux. Did they Thoughtseize bug? No, just draw a card. Okay. I was gonna say if they Thoughtseize bugged me, I'd be pretty mad. What's a Damping Sphere? You want to have multiple spells? Well, good luck with that. Alright, that's the only spell they can play this turn. I'm very happy about that. Let's go, Annex. More cards, please. Nowhere to run. Okay, he searched for a land. And then he tossed... What did he toss? A Grinning Ignis. Ignis. I mean, I guess I would play out the Ouroboros, give him a swamp. I don't think he cares about having swamps. Here's Liliana. Now, discard some cards.
Finished before crunch. Drop it.
Aether Flux Reservoir, he doesn't want that either. I guess he wants to play out the Brigus. Can he? Guess we'll find out. Also get a Gifted Aetherborn, that's pretty cool. This is whenever you cast a spell. Okay, Monument. Red spells cost 1 less to cast.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
It's not a demon, but I still think I'd run it out. So I don't need to drain him as much as getting my hand out on the board. Force this stuff to be harder to play. You know. Then the 5/5 will get him. I want a 5/5 to be there in the same turn that my Lily ults, so he has a harder time answering it, especially with a Damping Sphere on board. That's not going to be easy, because a lot of people are playing Pioneer. What does this do? Whenever you cast a red spell, the creature has fewer +1/+1 counter on this creature. Remove 3 to add red. Alright, whenever you cast a creature spell, discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Cool. Now his next spell costs 1 more. I don't want to see that. Get that out of here. He still discards and draws a card, but that's all he's got. And we gotta push. Can I do this? If I push it? I think we attack first. Don't think he's gonna block, but maybe. Didn't block it. This costs 3, but that's fine. Now Lily's on ult. That's his last card.
Outsmarting me.
I'm at 12, but lifelink on board. He draws a land, there's a Lily. GG, man, that was... I don't know, they have a combo against they're trying to pull off, but not against me, they're not. Alright, our opponent is... Bad Robot. That's some bad robot, buddy. Goes first. We gotta push. We can stop a fast deck, and we have Unholy Annex. I do want to keep, but I don't want to get Thoughtseize. Let's see what happens. Opponent goes first. Alright, he didn't Thoughtseize me, so I'm gonna Thoughtseize him. Wow. That's a hand right there. Mana value 4 or less. So I think my Annex creatures are all gonna die. No matter what. Do I play a Gifted Aetherborn just to get it pushed? Do I play a Damping Sphere? This is kind of tricky, huh? I mean, this is just gonna get pushed, right? Immediately. But I guess... What am I doing without my hand? Draws his removal as much as possible. And maybe I can get somewhere. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Just immediately top that Fable here. Yeah... What can I even do? We push this, and we throw out the sphere, and he gets to play a lot of stuff on his turn, huh? I have to Annex, which is very good, but I don't know how to fight this Fable. He tosses a Fatal Push. FOMO. Okay, he's gonna toss another card, but that's also all he can play. Wow, tosses all his removal. He can only play a 1-drop. Thoughtseize, well, I got 2 of them, so... Still a good Thoughtseize, I'm not gonna lie, but at least I have 2. So I can Annex, or I can kill the... No, I don't care about the FOMO as much. Would I get a Fatal Push here? Maybe that matters. I can drain him for 2 compared to getting a potential Fatal Push. How many pushes have I drawn? I've only drawn 1, right? He's drawn 2. So I could draw it. Let's hope. Didn't get it. Oh well. Blood-Tide Harvester. He keeps forgetting that he can only play 1 spell a turn, I think. That is all he's got. Can't block. So we'll go to my turn. Ooh, I could play both of these spells. Would be risky though. Write this out. This costs 2. I could make Beautiful 1 mana, but I don't think I want to do that. This is gonna be painful. It's a land? Okay, I'm glad I didn't try to Thoughtseize him, but this is still a lot of damage. Okay, that's almost a lethal attack. Even with a Mutavault, right? Okay, that was a good trade for me. It hurts, but at least, you know, I got rid of some scary cards. Graveyard Trespasser, this will be very important. I don't think he can target it, so maybe I just graveyard here. Do I Thoughtseize first? No. Probably should Trespass first. There's a stick. I wonder what it is. I could Mutavault just to gain 2 life. Or I could take out his last card. It's too much damage to take out the last card, huh? Let's see what I can draw here. It's another land? Oh, it was another land. Okay, good thing I didn't do that. I am down to 7 again. Overlord? Okay, that's the only spell I can take this turn, so I don't have to be as wary about what happens next. That's a Greasefang deck? Yo, what? I was not expecting that at all. He didn't attack. Which is also surprising. I guess he did see the Mutavault, but I still would have attacked, I think. Right? So we start with... Yeah, I think we start with the Thoughtseize. Get rid of the Greasefang. Do I want to do this? I could attack. Yeah, I think I'd attack first. If he blocks, what happens? I lose my Graveyard Trespasser, but that's fine. I definitely need to attack to take out the Croxa. Otherwise, I would be in way bigger trouble. He blocks, that makes me happy. Alright, so I need to play 2 spells. So Thoughtseize him. Take out the Greasefang. Then we will play... I already attacked, right? Yeah, I already attacked. So we will play the Murderous Rider to kill the FOMO. Then we'll turn this into a creature. That way, they take the damage. We gain the life. Barely, but you know, gaining life is important. Oh, Invoke. Good old Invoke. It's a beautiful card. Sack an enchantment. Alright. Do I care about them killing the Mutavault here? I mean, I'm not doing anything else. Gain a life. Great. We're at 6, we're at 8. I think we got this. That was a risky endeavor. But hey, getting it is all we need. Oh, GG. Haha! Got there. Man, we're so good at this game. Alright, our opponent is Fury MTG. Better Fury than Furry, I guess. What are we going? First, with the Damping Sphere, let's keep it. Definitely have some potential, but no removal. No removals. I'm paying my butt. I play a swamp because you could draw a Gifted Aetherborn and you definitely want to have a swamp out. But now we're going to get Thoughtseize, so this is less fun. I'm pretty sure they're going to take the Annex. And we have to figure out what to do from there. Finding an Annex also isn't easy. But the Damping Sphere always stops people from playing correctly because they keep thinking that it's, you know, not going to affect them, or they keep thinking the land part. They forget that every spell costs extra mana now, which caused a lot of their internal math to be wrong. They graveyard trespass me. Well, that can't be correct. What do you have? There's a Fable. There's 2 Fables. I can't stop both Fable. I guess I stop. Do I stop the Bloodtide Harvester from coming down? On turn 2? Then I have to fight 2 Fables. Oh man. Yeah, I don't think I can fight 2 Fables. I could hope to draw another Thoughtseize. Probably not gonna happen. Alright, we got Blade of the Oni. We're gonna have to try to fight a Fable somehow. Also take a lot of damage here. But hey, if they Fable us, we can Shieldred. That does stop them from doing a lot of things. And that's really all I just need here anyways. He's gonna get a treasure. He's gonna get really far ahead now. Gifted Aetherborn. Is that better than Shieldred? I don't think so. I draw a card, and I don't take damage for that, drawing that card. And then if he wants to draw extra cards, he'll then take a lot of damage. I guess it makes sense that he took my Graveyard Trespasser. Now I know his Greasefang deck. Discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards. Yeah, that's a lot. He discarded 2 cards. He was willing to do that. I guess he has a Greasefang already. If he has a Greasefang, he just wins. So, no reason to hold back here. Overlord of the Balance. Okay, not a Greasefang. Also did not mill a Greasefang. Mills a FOMO. Probably plays the FOMO, which takes 2 more damage. I mean, that's a lot of damage our opponent is just taking. He can't attack, right? He can't afford to attack here. So if I attack with Shieldred, he has to block with something. Probably the Bloodtide Harvester. I can't give this Menace, so let's just attack normally. Maybe he double blocks. Yeah, he does double block. Okay. So, Shieldred traits. I mean... Oh wait, hey, I don't know. This is 1 and 3, but it's death type, so it'll kill all of them anyways. So now, the important part is what do I do next? And I think we Blade here. And we also try to dampen it. What can I draw? Not the best card. But I can kill that Saga creature. Fatal pushes. He doesn't gain life, that's important. Alright, what's next? I mean, okay, the Fatal Push would have killed my Shieldred anyways. Thoughtseize, oh boy. That seems pretty good. Probably take the Rider. How do I fight this now? A Mutavault? He's got 1 white mana, so... Well, he is down to 2. He is down at 2, right? So, if I just attack, he has to block. He has to block here or he dies. That's fun. There you go. I can't protect it, so it's fine. Then we play the Graveyard Trespasser. Gotta make sure we eat his, our alien. Top deck Greasefangs will just get us. Gifted Aetherborn. Nice! What a top deck. Jesus Christ. I top deck a land. I attack for 3. What could happen here? Well, not holding back the attack. So, nothing really to eat here, just a Bloodtide Harvester. Does give me a life, that's pretty important. Double blocks? Okay. So I will take out the fear. You can keep the treasure, I think. We'll get a demon. I get a Thoughtseize, but he goes down to 1. He can't Thoughtseize me anymore. He discards 1 card, draws 1 card. What could he draw? Alright, we got there. It's so hard to fight through Fables. But we got there. Alright, our opponent is Dante Goland, the Brilliant. You know, so far, so many of my opponents have been Rakdos. Should I just kind of mold for Rakdos? I mean, this is a very good removal hand. So we will try it. For once, it's not straight up Rakdos. But Castle Locthwain, kind of. Okay, no, never mind. They are Golgari so far. What are they gonna have? Roots. Yargar deck. Ooh boy. That is not easy to fight. I need to get my Graveyard Trespasser as soon as possible, but I only have 4 in the deck. Sentinel of the Nameless City. Do I just let it go? I don't think he's gonna block, right? I gain a life. Alright. Get an Unholy Annex now. I can take the damage on the Sentinel. More importantly, I want to get my Graveyard Trespasser down. He wants to map? Oh, jeez. What a top deck. Dude. That level of top deck is so insane. Alright, I guess Oribos is not a land yet. One top deck deserves another. I guess I could have turned a Mutavault Life too.
A fight? And you think you can drop it?
Alright, he gives up on his Fatal Push. 4 mana. Gotta be careful about the Yarga. He pushes the Aetherborn. Yes, he does. Then he plays a Squirrel. When this creature dies, enters or dies, gets a food token. This is a 2 mana. Do I want to even murder it? Cauldron Familiar. Alright. Alright. I guess this match is gonna be one of those games. I think I'm just gonna push this. Care about your food. I need the card draws quickly, and it's gonna be hard to get there. Do I know where to run this Cauldron Familiar? Just because I can. I mean, it does get nowhere to run out there, so either that or I lose it. So might as well throw it out there. Also put a lifelink creature out.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Traverse the Uvenwall. Alright. I'm never gonna be able to kill him with the Cauldron Familiar out like that. I've drawn 14 cards. Oh, that is a really good card. For him. For me, it's terrible. And he's gonna mill himself, which means that if I don't get... Alright, he name's Cat. So now my Liliana does nothing. Didn't kill it. That's weird. I would have done it. So I guess I'll play a land first. Then I'll go to discard. Then I'll go to card draw.
Of your secrets.
Okay, if I go to card draw here, there's 4 here. I might be able to draw Graveyard Trespasser. I did it! Alright, let's see if he blocks. But I can't eat it, right? There's no way I can eat it in response. So I guess I just throw the Graveyard Trespasser out. Show him that his graveyard's in threat. And we'll eat the Yarga. That's definitely ultimately what he wants to get at. And I don't think I need to attack with the Rider. Protect Liliana for the ult. Okay, he can ult. Level 3. He can bring something back. What can he bring back here? Gilded Goose, Mentor. Nothing really that good. Sacks 3. Gets back. Sentinel of the Nameless City. Yeah, I'll get a 4/4, I think. Unless he wants to play a spell here. Now it's giving me a 4/4. So this attack will be sick. Alright, I gotta exile the Familiar, and I'll also exile the other Yarga. Yarga's the infinite combo. Gets rid of that and he doesn't have as much answer. Brings it back. Sure. Mills another. That's annoying. Just chumps. I don't know how I can fight through this. I need to have like a ultimate graveyard exile. I don't have that here. So unlock this door, make a big demon, or unlock this and draw a card. Can I draw 2 cards? I have a lot of life gain, so I'm gonna do this. Discard your last card.
Don't overthink.
He also
things.
gets to return a lot of things, huh? It's not going to be easy to ult my Lily. Field of Ruin. I can try to mill him out. There's still 30 cards left. Doesn't look likely. Just top deck the card you need, huh? There's 2 in the graveyard. Can I draw anything? No, that's all of my mana. GG. Alright, our opponent is Galatia. We go first. There's 3 pushes against a Urian. You know, I couldn't draw any pushes against the Spirit deck, but against Urian, how about 3 pushes? I don't know if I can put back... Okay, what deck is Urian? There's Blue Eye Control. And then there's... I can't think of anything else. So I'm going to do this instead. Keep. put back an Invoke. I don't have enough mana for Invoke anyways. And then we find out right away what he is. Yeah. No Teferi. Alright, our Annex is gonna get got immediately, so there's that. He's gonna play a tap land. Port Town. Okay, I guess I don't want my Annex to get got immediately, so let me Thoughtseize him. He's gonna demo field the Locthwain. That's pretty good for me. He taps himself out for this. Gets a white mana, that's fine. We start with the first Unholy Annex. We get our demo field. It's also 5 mana. If he taps out, I will Ritual Chamber. If he doesn't tap out, I will just Annex again. I think that's the plan. I don't think he's gonna tap out. Oh boy. I do want a Shieldred here. Is 2 Annex too greedy? Alright, if I slam Shieldred, he's got 3 mana. If it's a counter spell, would I rather he counter Shieldred or Annex? That's hard to say. This is life gain, whereas this is card advantage. I think I put the life gain out first. Yeah, because 2 Annex is good, but if it just gets stopped, oh, that's what he's doing. Alright. I draw, I lose the life, I gain the life, and they draw, they lose the life. Unless they got an exile spell right here. They don't. Now, of course, I gotta watch out for the fairies. Turn 5 is Teferi turn. No Teferis yet. It looks like he has nothing. Well, it's important to figure out what he does or doesn't have. So, that's the third Duress Thoughtseize of the game. Memory Deluge? Okay, you sure you want to do that? Now I can take whatever card you took. I guess I took the Deluge and it doesn't get to take any cards anyways. He gets 2 cards and I get to pick 1. There's a Wandering Emperor and no more lies. Alright, take out the Emperor. I Annex you again. I draw 2. Oh god. The amount of Annexes. Nowhere to run, it's definitely deck cards, but the cards he draw are not going to be good enough. Demo field. Dude, nice top deck. Jesus. Alright, everything I did just meant nothing here.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming.
At least he has nothing to remove the demons.
I am
so
almost sad to see you go.
if he's going to temporarily lock down turn by turn, we will just live with that. Tapping Sphere? Alright, he drains a lot. He's gonna lock down, he's gonna plus the Emperor first. I mean, it would be dumb to plus the Emperor first, but I wanted to see whether or not he would do it. Alright, I'm gonna bait with a Fatal Push. Oh, or no, I guess he
Show
pluses.
them how we greet
So I can't bait, he's got 3 mana. I don't have enough. So we will just do this. Looks like there's a stick. It could just be a demo field. Alright, they're on the stack, so I think he takes the damage no matter what. Oh, there's a he lost this. That's weird. Oh, no, he doesn't take the damage. Okay. I was wrong about that. I thought he would. a samurai.
May your blade strike true.
I should have played it later. He didn't know where to run it. Alright, no more light. So... I have 3 mana exactly. Ritual Chamber. He has to know more lies this turn, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means he cannot. Memory Deluge. So he Memory Deluges to get 2 cards. Which means he takes 6. From the Ritual Chamber. Because I will unlock it. Thoughtseize, Mutavault, Field of Ruin, drop a Swamp. Alright, I can Thoughtseize him to find out whether or not he has removal, and now Mutavault. Temporary lockdown again. Now, this is gonna get tricky because I need to Field of Ruin his demo field, which means that he gets to do that on one of my lands. Before I do that, I want to know how many removal he actually has. Get out, counter target creature spell, return one or 2 target creature you and enchantment you own to your hand. Alright, that's nothing, so just take the no more lies out. Take your demo field out. Yeah, you must be thinking, what? That's so wrong. Why would you do that? Add 1 mana. You got it. You took my land out. Oh no. My Field of Ruin. You've ruined me. Now I don't get to search. I've LD'd myself. What have I done? Oh right. This thing. There you go. That's your creatures only. GG, we got through a control deck. That was fun. I love playing against this guy control decks rather than mono red. Lots of thought process going on here. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you saw all those demonic games, how does this deck feel? Does it feel like a pretty strong Pioneer deck? There's a lot of combos in Pioneer. There's a lot of fast decks in Pioneer. And to be able to fight that, I think every deck needs to be black. That's crazy. I'm not taking that back. Every deck needs to be black. That's insane to say, but come on. You need to Thoughtseize. You need to Thoughtseize to interfere with whatever your opponent's game plan is, and that is the main crux of so many of today's games. The fact that we're able to Thoughtseize get us the wins against red, get us the win against combo, get us the win against control, and if we're able to Thoughtseize that freaking, the Cauldron decks, we're probably able to take out their talent, and so that they can cycle their Cauldrons back and forth too. So that's the idea, right? You need black to have Thoughtseize. But this is a very good black package because, well, Graveyard Trespasser and Liliana stops a lot of things, and Unholy Annex, basically a win con on its own, right? Imagine Phyrexian Arena, instead of dealing damage to you, deals damage to your opponent. Come on. You win every game that way. And Mutavault definitely helps trigger the Unholy Annex, so that's not too bad. I see a lot of people play the other land creatures. I think it's Sanctuary. Sanctuary. I can't spell. I hope that correct. I spelled that correctly. Yeah, the Soulstone Sanctuary. I don't like this card in Pioneer because obviously for 4 mana you do get to turn into a creature of all creature types, so namely demon, forever. But the problem is I don't want it forever. I want to have a instant speed mutable that is safe against sorcery speed removal, and I don't need that many creatures because this deck is jam-packed full of creatures. I got Murderous Riders, I got Gifted Aetherborn. They can all gain me life to counteract the Unholy Annex, at least for the card draw, and I can turn them into a demon with Blade of the Oni anyway. So very important that we can have that long sustainability while tucking away a Mutavault and be able to activate it whenever we need. We actually got the win against that control deck because of the Mutavault, activating it, gaining the, draining the damage while our opponent cannot interact with it on our turn. So it's a very fun deck that does get tricky to play, but not as tricky. Honestly, mono black, it's mono color deck. It's kind of in that dimension of plays anyways. It does require us to know when to Thoughtseize at the right time, and you win that way. Alright, that's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.